Welcome, everyone, to Influential Leadership Tips. My name is Dave Miller.
And I'm John Hadley.
John, today I want to talk about influence, and in particular, change management or being a change agent. So leadership, sales, whatever involves helping people change, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it gets you thinking, when we do our training with folks, we talk about this concept of change. We really want people to understand human behavior, and I want to share a few concepts today, and we'll probably build on this in future videos too. But the first question, that comes up is, are people by nature resistant to change? And most people say yes, but really when you look at it, we change all the time. I mean, when it's cold outside and I'm just wearing a t-shirt like this, I go in and put a coat on. If we were resistant to change, we wouldn't go to school and get a job and have kids and those kind of things. So when we dig into it, people really aren't resistant to change, but they're resistant to something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to figure out what that is, we need to kind of look deeper at a question like this. And this is a question I'll pose to you, is what do people want as a result of making a change?
Well, I want to be effective. I want to have some control over what's going on.
Okay. So you used the word I was going for, which was control. I mean, a lot of people say they want a better situation, they want to improve things, they want some benefits. All that comes down to the word you use, which is control. Now, when we say control, we're not necessarily talking about being overpowering or manipulative or controlling. We're talking about that ability to regulate a situation so we can feel four things: safe, secure, happy, and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what we mean by control. We just want to control our situation, bring things into balance so that we feel safe, secure, happy, and healthy.
Right. The worst thing is when you feel like things are being done to you and you have no say in it. And that just gets me all the time. So just feeling like I've had some ability to impact it makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. So we get some really interesting principles from that. The first one is that people will change in order to gain or maintain control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it's a really important concept, because if you're trying to propose a solution to someone, trying to convince them of something, selling a product or service, just understand that people are not interested in your solution or idea. What they are interested in is gaining control. They want to feel more safe, secure, happy, and healthy. If your product or service or idea helps them do that, there's a good chance that they'll move that way. The flip side is also true, though, that people will not change if they already feel in control.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that? I mean, just imagine your life is perfectly and completely in control. Someone comes to you and says, John, I think you should change this or that. What might you do?
Walk away, shut them down, just smile politely, but I'm going to ignore it.
You're going to resist, right?
Yeah.
You're going to resist changing. And that's the key, that people are not resistant to change. They're resistant to losing control.
Right. It's like even with software, you got a product that you use. I've got a calendar product I use that I'm not excited about it anymore, but it does what I need to. And the idea of changing to something else and having to master that new thing when I got something that works fine, unless someone were to show me how that new thing is going to change my life and give me something really great on top of it, it's just not worth the change.
Change involves an element of risk. So when things are going well, and someone wants you to change it, you're going to assess, is this going to help me gain more control, or is it going to cause me to lose the control I've worked so hard to get? Another example along the lines you've said that you just reminded me of, and it's not as, with people not having landlines as much, it's not as much of an issue, but anytime you got to call to change your phone service,
mm-hmm.
to save some money, you're saying, it's such a hassle to change. Like I've had times where I've been out of commission for days when they promised it would be seamless.
Right.
So I got to the point where I never want to change phone services. Right. So now there's one other principle that's really important that I want to drive home today, which is in order for people to change, they must feel out of control, at least at some level. There's got to be some level of discontent for them to want to bring that back into balance. And that's where you have the opportunity to really influence someone. So I want you to think, and this is the homework assignment, where a person you want to influence that maybe been resistant to it, where are they feeling out of control? What areas are they? You know, you might be trying to influence them where they already feel in control. That's going to be a really hard sell, right?
Right.
But if you can think about where do they feel out of control, those are opportunities where you can solve problems that people will respond to. Okay, so that's my tip for today. I want you to have a great week.
Be influential.
Take care.